What's going on, everybody? My name is Ivo Gonzales. I'm the commissioner of the Westside Flag Football League. For those of you that don't know me, that haven't seen me out there on Sundays at Gehrig Park, I'm the commissioner. I'm here with...
Hello, guys. I'm Daniel Arvizu. I'm the recruitment chairman for Phi Delta Theta.
My name is Thomas Spencer. I'm the president of Phi Delta Theta at UTEP.
Okay, yeah, so we're here today. I'm basically helping them. I'm using my platform as a league to help you guys out to kind of promote a big tournament that's coming up this Saturday at UTEP, right? So you want to tell us a little bit more about that, about your organization?
Yes, sir.
So sorry. We're a fraternity or social fraternity at UTEP at the University of Texas at El Paso. Well, I guess I wouldn't say that we're your typical fraternity. You know, it is El Paso, so I guess it's a little bit smaller, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we still have the same philanthropic mission and standards as any other fraternity of Phi Delta Theta would have. We were established in 1848.
Cool.
We currently have we're located in over 300 college campuses. So including Canada. Actually, we have a chapter in Toronto, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We were found in Miami University, not in Florida, right, but in Oxford, Ohio. So, still cool, still good times. Right?
For sure.
So our philanthropic mission is ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It's also known as Lou Gehrig's disease.
For sure.
So our fraternity, Phi Delta Theta, has a foundation, Live Like Lou, which is where Lou Gehrig's disease, right? Hence the name. So if you don't know what ALS is, it's a neurodegenerative disease that affects the nerve cells in the brain and the spinal cord. So basically, once you diagnose with ALS, I mean, there is no cure at the moment. It's painful what these families really go through. They can't move, they can't walk, they can't talk. I mean, they basically can't do anything without the assistance of another person. So our chapter is grateful enough to help a lot of members with ALS. We travel to places in New Mexico, Arizona, just to go serve a family for a day. I know last year we went and we built a ramp to the backyard so that way this person could go to the backyard because there was stairs, right, and they can't walk, so they're on a wheelchair. So we were able to do that, and it was really nice, you know. So we try to do as much as we can for people with ALS. So this Saturday, October 18th, right? October 18th, we have a flag football tournament that we're hosting at UTEP at the recreational field. It is a football field, right? So there is turf, which is a good thing, right? So it's $100 to sign up, okay? It's a 5-man league, or it's a five-man format. 10 people can be on the team, right? So you guys can split that how you want. But whoever wins gets a $500 cash prize. For sure, which is is a nice little incentive that we try to give, so that way more people can sign up. A shout out to Westside Flag Football too for helping us promote that. It's been a great help. You know, right now I believe we're at like 14 teams. That's awesome. The last day to sign up is Thursday, so if you're trying to sign up, please sign up as soon as you possibly can. But
always remember, guys, that this is for a good cause. We will be sending all of our funds that we receive from this tournament to ALS research. We're also going to be using it to, like Tommy has just said, we're going to be using it to provide a resource for families that are afflicted with ALS. It's a really, really crazy disease, guys. Like it's something that even like someone in your own family can get it. You know what I mean? There's over, I want to say 15 families alone in El Paso that suffer from ALS. You might even know some, maybe even your neighbor has it. I mean, there's no cure for it. So we're trying to do the best we can with the resources that we have right now to spread the word, to, have fun, but with a good cause.
Yeah, for sure, man. No, yeah, that's super big for sure. So here with Westside Flag Football, like I'm pretty new in the flag football scene, right? I don't know if you guys know, if you guys play, but the flag football community, it's big in El Paso, right? Starting with Southwest Flag Football, Chuco Flags, and then there's me, right? I started off this year in the spring. We had our first season, you know what I mean? So we're in our third season, week 2 of our third season, so we're kind of starting out, man. And you know what I mean? This is like a little side little venture for me, right? But it's for us, it's all about the community, man. So whenever you guys reached out, like especially with how good of a cause it is, right? And then if I could help you guys out in any way, like it's pretty awesome. So
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm honored that you guys reached out to me, but when it comes to this fundraiser, right, is this tournament new? Do you guys do this like on an annual basis
Yeah, so this is something that we do try to host annually, right?
For
I mean,
sure.
obviously there's some complications that happen, right?
Yeah,
But
of course.
this is my first term as president, right? So
Yeah.
I was able to get this going
sure.
pretty smoothly. But yeah, so we try to do this annually, like I said,
Mhm.
but this is really our first big tournament that we're going to be
Yeah,
hosting,
for sure.
right? And it also helps because we have a couple guys who play flag football here in El
Yeah,
Paso, because
definitely.
it is pretty
Yeah.
it is a pretty large community
big
here in El
scene, yeah.
Paso. So there are sororities who have hosted
Mhm.
tournaments like this, but for other philanthropic missions, and they don't go as well, I would say. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to
Throw shade.
Yeah,
not trying
for
to throw any
sure.
shade, not trying to throw any shade, but since we do have some people who have played flag football, we
Yeah.
kind of know a little bit more about the rules,
Mhm.
and I mean it is more of a man sport, I would say.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
like there's gonna be a lot of competition, and it gets
Yeah.
aggressive, and
For sure,
you
man.
definitely need more men there to like separate when things go wrong
Mhm.
and whenever there's a little scuffle on the field.
Yeah, for
but-
sure.
Yeah, but so we're just trying to make it go a little bit more smoothly, so that way
Mhm.
everybody's happy at the end
Yeah,
of
of
the day.
course.
That's why we have the cash prize. That's why we
Mhm.
have refs. We're gonna have the fields marked up for everybody so they can see like the sidelines, the end zone,
Mhm.
just that way there's no problems. But yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, man. So is this like a only men's tournament, or is it co-ed? Or?
So it is co-ed.
For sure.
It is optional to have girls on your team.
Yeah, for sure. I was
right?
about to say, man, because you'd be surprised, man. A lot
Yeah.
of these girls can ball.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of girls that can actually play.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Probably better than half of my team.
Yeah.
Right? but no, yeah. We do have co-ed.
Mhm.
You can sign up if you want to play co-ed. So any girls that want to play football that are interested,
Mhm.
if you think you can win,
Yeah.
I mean, there's $500 on the table. So if
Yeah,
you
man.
guys
Yeah,
wanna
that's
try
big
and
for
win,
sure. Yeah, you'd be
Yeah.
surprised, man. That money gets people super competitive.
I know,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? So,
exactly.
yeah. No, it does, man. So and then so when you said co-ed format, so are you gonna have like a different co-ed bracket, or is it just kind of like an unrestricted co-ed? Or?
Yeah, so for this tournament at least, it's gonna have to be all together. Just because I mean, if we had more people,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
then we would definitely create different brackets.
Yeah, for sure.
But since we're only about 12 people, that I mean, if
12
it stays
teams,
at 12 teams, sorry. If it stays at that, then there's gonna be 6 and 6, right?
Yeah, for sure, of
Yeah,
course.
it's gonna be hard to, separate a whole separate girls bracket
No,
or
yeah,
co-ed
dude.
bracket.
I completely understand it.
Yeah.
I'm like I said, I'm a new league, so
Yeah.
right now we're at 18 teams. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. Hopefully, I want to get to the point eventually where we could do like an actual official
Mm-hmm.
co-ed division and an all women's division, especially since it's in now they have it
Yeah.
in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's getting bigger, man. So this, but hopefully next year and the year after that, if you guys keep doing this, we could get it bigger to where we could
Yeah.
have actual, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and that'd be awesome.
yeah, that would really be awesome. It'll help the cause really well and stuff.
Oh,
So,
yeah, for
but now,
sure.
man, so where exactly is it going to be taking place? You said it's going to be at UTEP. Is
Yeah,
it
it's
at
gonna be-
at the Sun Bowl or?
No, not at the Sun Bowl. So, UTEP actually has like their intramural leagues where they allow the championship to be at the Sun Bowl.
Okay.
So hopefully at some point, if we become big enough, then we can
Yeah,
do
for
that,
sure.
which would be awesome, and I'm sure would encourage people to
Yeah,
sign
definitely,
up, right?
dude. Yeah.
But as of right now, no, it's gonna be at the UTEP Rec Fields. If you just search up UTEP Rec on Google, then you can see the location, and then it's in the back, so you'll see like the building, and then in the back of the building there is the football field. So you just walk right back
For
there.
sure.
There, but yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be no problems in terms of parking, because I know if you're a UTEP student and you don't have a parking pass and you park at the rec, you will get a ticket. But Saturday, you guys will be good.
Yeah,
So
you guys got it
don't have to
taken
worry
care of.
about that.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys can park there freely.
If you go to UTEP, you already know.
Yeah, man.
Go to UTEP, you already know the problems there. But yeah, it's gonna be at the UTEP Rec.
Yeah, for sure. And then is it going to be open to all ages? Like,
Yeah, it's open to all ages.
Sure,
If
yeah.
you are not a UTEP student, you do have to pay for a player pass, which you can get inside the rec.
yeah,
the
that's
building.
good to know.
Yeah. So it is a $10 fee to play, if you're not a UTEP student. But yeah. I mean, it's really simple. I mean, you just have to sign a little waiver just to make sure no one's liable for any injuries
Yeah,
or
for
anything
sure.
like that.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys, like I said, if you guys aren't a UTEP student, you can sign up. But yeah, anything helps really. Even if you just want to donate money for the cause, I mean,
sure.
that would be awesome too.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, I'm not the best football player, so I myself will not be playing, but I still, you know, we will be taking donations. Every dollar counts, guys. At the end of the day, we are doing this for a good cause, and we want to emphasize that. ALS is, like we keep beating to the point, it's a very, very, like, severe disease, and we're trying to do the most that we can to help not only the larger community, but our own community out. Again, thank you to Westside Flag Football League for, you know, promoting this and giving us this opportunity and this, I guess, this podium to kind of speak about this. But again, if you want to just go out there and support your friends, your family, your homies, like, just go there. You know, we will have spectators there. The rec league does have the rec center does have bleachers there too. So like, you should be able to just chill there and watch too.
Yeah,
for
there's
sure.
some bleachers there. Definitely recommend bringing some tents, maybe some of your own chairs. We will be selling some water, some Gatorade, snacks, gummies, some good carbs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
some
for
sugars, right? So that way nobody gets dehydrated. But yeah, definitely do recommend bringing tents. It's probably going to be hot since it's during the day.
We will be providing some tents of our own as well.
Yeah,
so.
we will be providing some shade, right? But I mean, we can only provide so much. But yeah. I'm excited for this weekend. If you guys can pop out, I mean, that'd be amazing.
Man. Yeah, I'm hoping some of my teams go there and try and compete as well, man. Because you know what I mean. It's like anything for a good cause, you know. So
exactly.
Like me before you guys reached out, I'd heard of ALS, right? But I've never really knew exactly what it is. Like I heard it. I'm sure like 90% of the people that aren't familiar with it, right? So I heard it through like social media, through the Ice Bucket Challenge. And, you know what I mean? But
everybody knows about the Ice Bucket Challenge. A lot of notable members. So the reason it's called Lou Gehrig's disease actually is because if you're a baseball fan, you know who Lou Gehrig is. If you don't, he's one of the most famous Yankees. He played with Babe Ruth. The reason he retired from the MLB, this was back in the 20s, 30s.
Yeah, for sure.
The reason he retired from the MLB was because he got this neurodegenerative disease that literally disallowed him to even move his whole body. Another notable figure is Stephen Hawking. I mean, he's one of the most brilliant minds of the modern century.
For sure, yeah.
You know, and he was literally confined to a chair. Like, everybody knows Stephen Hawking, man. He's got the computer. He uses the text-to-speech to speak.
Yeah, of course.
And a new development, actually, if you guys are a fan, I know the ladies are a fan of what's it called, Grey's Anatomy. Dr. McSteamy, Eric Dane, was actually just diagnosed with ALS, and it moves rapidly, man. It moves. In the span of a couple months, he went from being able to give interviews and speak and stuff to not even being able to move his arms. Like, he can't even raise it above his shoulders anymore. It's crazy.
It literally deteriorates your body. So Lou Gehrig was actually, while he was playing baseball with ALS still, until it got to a point where it was just too painful for him. I mean, you can only imagine, right, what he was going through. But yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine playing basketball with shin splints, right? Let alone playing baseball with ALS.
Right? Yeah, it's insane. Yeah,
so
to people, because obviously not everybody goes to college, so nobody.
Yeah, he's the recruitment chair. So
okay, that's perfect.
So,
man.
If you guys don't know me, I'm Daniel. I'm the recruitment chair for Phi Delta Theta. Everybody knows the fraternities from what you guys see in the movies, like Neighbors, American Pie, all that good stuff. It is just like what you see in the movies, you know what I mean? And what I mean by that is it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, Zac Efron,
but we're not as dumb, all right, guys? Like, we do have a minimum GPA requirement. The Interfraternal Council at UTEP, it has a minimum requirement of a 2.0 GPA.
For sure.
Very low. At Phi Delta Theta, we do not let anyone in who's under a 3.1. So that's first things first. We're one of the smartest, if not the smartest fraternity on campus. We have over 25 members going on 30
I think we actually
semester.
Have like 34.
34 right now. We're trying to raise those numbers, guys. So again, you can contact us at UTEP_Phi Delt on Instagram. But anyway, fraternity is like you said, you were in the military, so you kind of already have a general idea of what brotherhood is like.
Yeah, exactly.
Fraternity is just that. It stems from the Greek word fraternitas, which means brother. My brother Tommy here is the president. He can tell you a little bit more about what it is that we exemplify and what we look for whenever you are thinking of joining our fraternity.
So I guess like I've said earlier in the podcast, that I wouldn't say that we're just like every other fraternity, because we're a little bit smaller, right? We
Mhm.
only have 34 guys and counting. Typically fraternities, at least in terms of Phi Delta, they have about like 60 to 100 to even 200 members,
Mhm.
right? We do not have a house. We do not have a house for our fraternity here on campus.
Yeah.
But we do believe that we are the standard for young men who try to become the greatest version of yourself, right? And that's basically our whole slogan at Phi Delta Theta is becoming the greatest version of yourself. And I always like to tell people, like, who better to get you to the best version of yourself than a brother, right? And so, like, that's really what it's all about is brotherhood. As soon as you try to, it's called rushing, right? So as soon as you rush and try to get your bid, we try to create this family into your life. I know everybody has like their own family, but you know we're the unblood related family, right?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
brothers. You know we're family. We're there for each other more than sometimes your own family members might be there for
Yeah.
you, right?
And just like a football team, I mean, we go through the
Yeah.
mud together. We do this as
Yeah.
a team. Not only are we considered, do we consider each other brothers, but we consider ourselves team members. We're all working for the same goal. Again, is to become the greatest version of yourself. You want to be the best in every aspect, not just socially, but professionally as well. Something that we exemplify is not only that we're proud to say that we have the highest GPA in all of UTEP in terms of Greek life, but we also provide a lot of opportunities professionally. A lot of the brothers have very big connections, and at the end of the day, when you go into university, you're thinking about networking and, who am I going to meet? Who am I going to talk to? And when you rush Phi Delta Theta, a lot of doors open for you, a lot.
Yeah, it is true. And also at Phi Delta, I mean, Phi Delta Theta makes it very easy to connect to alumni. Alumni will actually just reach out to you randomly via email or text. But yeah, and they offer, I mean, you can only imagine what kind of alumni come out of Phi Delta Theta, right? I mean, we have people like, what's the guy, the commissioner for the NBA?
The commissioner for the NBA.
Yeah, he was a Phi Delta.
CEO of Chipotle, CEO of Starbucks. If you guys know,
Yeah.
if you
That's
guys ever
insane.
watch Smoking
Yeah.
the Bandit, Burt Reynolds is also a Phi Delta.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have a
No
lot of famous
idea.
alumni and also a lot of
Neil
powerful
Armstrong is
alumni
another
who
one.
are in-
Really?
You can't
Oh,
forget
yeah,
Neil Armstrong.
Really? Yeah,
First,
it's a
big
first
one.
man on the moon was a Phi
Yeah.
Delta.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That doesn't
Yeah.
say a lot, like enough about who we are. Like,
Yeah.
for
talk to
sure.
the guy who went to the moon. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. I mean, it's not even just about joining Phi Delta Theta, right? I mean, if you I would encourage people to just join something at your university, right? If you're not a UTEP student, if you're not local, if you go to NMSU, we do have a Phi Delta in NMSU actually.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I just encourage people to reach out, and try to expand your connections and try
Yeah.
to, push your limits. You never know who you're gonna meet or who you can become one day unless like you take that extra step.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah, so I mean, at least at Phi Delta Theta here at UTEP, we really believe in everybody's success, and we believe that it's important for everybody to try to reach their goals. And people might not even know what they want to do yet, right? But I mean, like I've said before, who better to help you get you there than a brother?
Yeah, exactly, man. So, and a lot of people, especially high school kids coming into college, right?
Yeah.
They don't really understand. At least I didn't when I was in college, like how important these connections are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought, I'm gonna get a degree and I'm gonna be set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people
Yeah.
that get these degrees that put in all these hours, all this hard work and stuff like that, and then they come out with zero connections
Exactly.
and they're struggling,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, we've all been there too. I mean, I was a
Mhm.
freshman in college,
For sure.
where I was a new fish, and you're kind of like, yo, like it's a new experience.
Yeah.
It's something that, especially if you come from a smaller school like in El Paso, there's
Mhm.
a lot of schools like Parkland or even like even all the way in Tornillo, Texas, that are very, very small. So when
For
you come
sure,
to a university like UTEP that has a student body of over 70,000, something like that.
It's like
Um,
I think it's like
It's
30.
like 30,000, maybe
Yeah, I
not
was about to say,
70,000. We're not up there just yet, but I mean, even still, you're in the tens of thousands.
Yeah, that's a lot,
You're
yeah.
seeing new faces
a big
every
jump.
single day. Every single day that I'm on campus, I'm not seeing the same person twice.
Mhm.
Like it's
Yeah.
very, very uncommon. Well, maybe for us it is because I mean, when you know people, when you
Yeah.
join a fraternity, that's the whole
Yeah.
point. You start
Yeah.
meeting new people, you start seeing them on
Definitely.
campus. You'll have familiar faces that you get to meet,
Mhm.
and once again, networking. That is the whole
100%.
point of university. You can come in 4 years, come out with your degree, and what do you have to say for it if not, meeting maybe a future CEO or a future, boss of a Fortune 500 company. You won't ever know until you step out there and you take that leap.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Like with me, I'm about to turn 30. I probably look 45, but you know what I mean? But basically every job I got other than the military, right? The military wants everybody, but every job that I got, my first job at McDonald's, I worked at the McDonald's right across from Franklin High School. You know what I mean? So that job, I got it because my cousin worked there.
Because
right?
you knew a guy.
Yeah, I knew a guy.
I know
right?
a guy
you know
who knows a
Exactly.
guy who knows
yeah,
a guy. Yeah,
same thing, man.
Yeah.
So, and then when I was in the military, right, that was like, I guess, my experience of something similar to like a frat, right? So, same thing. The jobs that I had post military, right? I was air traffic controller. I'm still an air traffic controller, but the connections that I was able to make during the military are what got me the jobs after, right? And have pushed my career. And a lot of people don't know that, man. It's a lot of the times it's who you know, and if you guys provide that sort of brotherhood, right? Like looking out for each other. Hey, man, like post graduation, like, hey, I'm over here. Like I could get you in here. You got this degree, man. I know you. You're a good dude. You know what I mean? A lot of the times that's all it takes. You know. So
And again, I mean, it's always work hard, play hard, right? So, I mean, we obviously we do a lot of things in terms of professional development. I mean, but here we are promoting our flag football tournament. We do a lot of cool things like we use our resources to not only improve ourselves but also to have a good time. You know, like at the end of the day, what you guys see on the movies, like, that's what fraternities are about. Have fun, like go out there, meet new people. Make memories that are gonna last for a lifetime. It's stuff that you'll be able to talk to your kids about.
Exactly.
Like I know I'll be able to talk to my kids like about Tommy and be like, yo, like remember that time we went to freaking ASU or wherever. You know what I mean? And it takes you places too. I mean, granted, we are a small chapter at maybe not the biggest university in the country, but with that connection, we can go to any other university on campus that has a Phi Delta, and we'll have a home there.
And it's also, I think it's better that we're a smaller fraternity, just because we're all so close. You know, like we really are all brothers. You know,
For sure.
And so it's honestly really kind of funny because I didn't like the idea of fraternities, which is basically what everybody in a fraternity will tell you, right? They'll tell you, I didn't want to join it, I didn't want to be a part of it, and then next thing you know, like, I'm the president, right?
And I'm the recruitment chair.
The last thing I thought that I was going to be doing when I was a freshman in high school was join a fraternity and 3 years later become the president, right? And start, like, leading these guys. But, yeah, I definitely recommend joining Phi Delta Theta, Rush Phi Delta.
Right now they're putting up, that's the flyer for the tournament. As you can see, that first QR code on the top left is going to be the sign-up link for all of the players or all the teams that do want to participate. Go to that sign-up link at the very bottom left. That's going to be the payment link. That's going to be the way that you enter. So it's going to be $100 per team. If you have a 10-person team, that's only $10 per person. And I mean, I can't stress this enough, guys. This is for a good cause, yo. Like, this is... Your money is going towards, to help out a family in need, or to help out someone in need, or to help, millions and millions of people. Phi Delta Theta alone nationally raised $1.5 million to ALS research just last year in 2024.
Awesome. Yeah, man, for sure. Like, basically, everything you guys are telling me, it's giving me memories and flashbacks of the military, dude. All the brotherhood and stuff like that. And especially me, I was assigned to like a unit that was, we had like maybe 20 guys, so you get super close to those guys, you know what I mean? And like you'd, obviously, you go out of your way to help these people. If you had that, if you could find that same type of brotherhood, right? Like me, I had to freaking travel and go to basic training and do all this stuff to experience that. If you could get that at home, you know what I mean? A lot of that's super valuable.
Yeah,
so.
and I mean, these guys are gonna be in my wedding one day, right?
Yeah, man.
So, like,
dude.
I mean,
you'd be surprised, man. I got buddies right now that are in Korea, Florida, everywhere, man. Awesome. You know what I mean? And if I know that I go to Florida or Korea, like I got a place to stay. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And if it's that same type of brotherhood, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. All right, guys. So that was basically it. But remember, guys, follow Westside Flag Football League on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Go to our website at westsideffl.com. Come and join our league. We have a lot of fun there. If you guys have something to say, people to shout out.
Shout out Phi Delta Theta. You can go to our Instagram at UTEP _Phi Delta. But yeah, Rush Phi Delta. And Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Westside Flag Football, for allowing us to be here
course.
and allowing us to promote this. But yeah, thank you guys so much.
Of course, man. And a big shout out to Sun City Sit Rep at VP for giving us this opportunity. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, we're super excited for the tournament.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for your time.